Assalamualaikum students, this is Sumaira Kiran, science teacher. Today I teach chapter number 2, Structure Organization of Life from class 9 biology book. In this chapter we learn structure of flower and function of roots and function of leaf. In previous lecture I teach introduction to biology. So, the next chapter is structure organization of life. Today we discuss brassica flower. Page number 48. Brassica flower. Brassica plant bear a small yellowish flower. You know well, flowers are the most beautiful and important part of the plant. They arrange on young branches in a special way. Normally, flowers are divided in four basic parts. You can see the diagram. The flower in brassica is situated stalk known as pedicel. The tip of the pedicel bears thalamus. The flower leaves are arranged in four volar. The floral leaves are arranged in four volar on the thalamus. These volars, starting from the outermost to the center one, are in the following order. Number one order is calyx. Calyx is also called sepals. This is the outermost whorl and consists of four free sepals. You can see the diagram. The sepals are light green in young flower, but are the flower mature, their color also become yellowish like that of the petals. The most important function of the calyx is to cover inner part of the flower and to protect from sunlight and rain. So students, the number one part is calyx. Calyx is also called sepals. It contains green in color. Number 2, corolla. Corolla is also called petals. It consists four yellow color petals. Different flower has different color of petals. Function of corolla is due to bright color it attract insects like honeybee, butterflies and other. It help the process of pollination. Now students, what is pollination? We discuss pollination after the further more two parts discuss. Then you can easily understand what is pollination. Now, number third part is androecium. Androecium is also called stamen. The androecium lies inside the petal. It makes third whorl of the floral leaf. Its parts are not leaf-like. The androecium consists of 6 free stamens, which are the male reproductive organ of the flower. In androecium, it consists two parts. One is filament, another is anther. Students, you can see the diagram, anther and filament. Anther and filament. Filament, it is a slender soft like. It support to anther, and anther contain numerous of pollen grain. You can understand easily from page number 49 heading androecium. This is fourth whorl occupy the central position of the flower. The part of gynoecium are called carpel, who are female reproductive organ of the plant. In brassica, gynoecium is formed by the union of two carpel. Each carpel is divisible in three parts. Gynoecium is also called carpel and it is a female reproductive part. It consists three main parts. One is stigma, style and ovary. It is uppermost swollen top of a region called stigma. Style, it is a thin stalk portion extended downward. Ovary, the lower soilent part of a flower. In ovary, it has many ovules are present which ripen to the seed. The ovary ripens an important role of pollination. Student, you can see the diagram of gynoecium, style, stigma and ovary. Now students, you can understand pollination because in pollination, gynoecium and androecium main part. The pollination is pollen grain transfer from anther of stamen, it is a male reproductive part, to the stigma of carpel, it is a female reproductive part. Pollination when insects are attracted toward the flower to collect nectar. Pollen grain attach to their bodies and they are transferred from one flower to another flower. It is called pollination. This topic is in biology book page number 49 class 9. Student, I hope you can understand. The next topic is function of leaf. This topic is taken biology book from page number 46 and 47. The surface of a leaf is flat and is called leaf blade or lamina. It is green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. The large number of lamina allow to the leaf to absorb sunlight, water and for the plant. When you see the leaf with the help of a magnifying glass, you can see thick line of the middle is called main vein. Vein help to carry water, minerals, food ups and down the leaf. The main vein attached to the stalk and that help to conduct water and food. You can notice the numerous tiny pores on the leaf is called stomata. They are present in large number on lower surface of the leaf. Stomata help in the exchange of gases with the environment in photosynthesis. You know very well, carbon dioxide enter the leaf and oxygen gave out. Leaves are arranged on the stem in a specific way to absorb maximum amount of sunlight for photosynthesis. Students, I hope you understand this topic. Now let's come to another topic is function of root. Friends, come to the next topic is function of root. When we look at the most of the plant around us, we see the part of a plant that grow above the soil. Plants are able to stand tall, firm because of this part of a plant called root, which mostly remain under the ground. There are two main types of root. One is taproot and other is fibrous root. The carrot is the example of taproot. The taproot form when one main root grows from the base of the stem. The main root keep growing downward and goes deeper into the soil like beans and beetroot. Fibrous root are seen like a grass. This type of root system, numerous roots of the same size, grow from the base of the stem. These roots grow from the sideway and do not go very deeper into the soil like onion and weeds. Now student, what is the main function? Root help to fix plant firmly into the soil. Root absorb water and minerals remain from the soil. Root store useful substance like water, sugar and starch. Root conduct cell saps upward to the stem and ultimately into the leaf. In the absence of root, the plant could not be grow and plant become a die. I hope students you understand these topics. In the next class, in the next lecture, I will be giving your homework from related to chapter number 2. Thank you.